as he comes through. So Imperatori breaks the beam, and it's a 2:21.1 as up to second fastest now. Goes number 68 Audi of Chen Weian. Just up the road ahead there, the darker green car. Big impact, big hit into the wall, and that is a destroyed Audi, which has absolutely taken the front off the car, and it's going to be a red flag. There is debris all over the road, and so that is going to stop the session after a huge off. Zhang Yachai's car it was. The red flag comes out.
Immediate red flag.
Yeah,
no
I can't imagine that's going to be restarted, that session.
No.
So the session stopped, and you can see why. And that's a hugely damaged car, and this was the impact. Not quite sure why it was on that line going into the corner, but look at the damage done to the barrier. Don't think there was contact, but at very high speed off the road it went, and has just absolutely decimated that car of Zhang Yachai. So session stopped. Driver moving around inside the car. Alexander Imperatori was just going through on the inside, having gone faster yet on that 2:21.134, but the red flag shown, and the session, of course, is stopped. So the cars will head to the pit lane. The circuit will have to be cleared of car and debris, and also that barrier will need to be looked at before we can go racing.
You hear the impact. That was a heavy impact, and the absorption of energy and the amount of spins that the car had to endure after the contact was huge.
So the medical team on hand. Driver somewhat shaken, understandably, and will, once he's got his breath back, try to wriggle clear of the car. Everybody else to the pit lane, but I can't imagine we're going to see that car again this weekend.
No.
Can you?
No, definitely not. So immediate red flag. It's a warm-up session, only over 15 minutes, and a sharp intake of breath after an incident that sort of size. The Macau circuit, like any street circuit, it doesn't have runoff areas, and the potential to bite hard is always there. And
yes, indeed.
that so far over the course of this weekend for the 68th running of the Macau Grand Prix is the first very heavy bite that we have witnessed. It's never good to see.
Well, the field will go to the pit lane. The circuit staff and the medical team doing what is required to make the circuit safe, to also make sure that the driver is okay, and to make sure that the road is clear of debris and everything will be ready for the subsequent activity. Session will not be resumed, which I think we pretty much worked out, haven't we? But it's confirmed now from race control. So the next activity, which might be slightly delayed, is going to be the first race for the SJM Formula 4 Macau Grand Prix. And after what we've seen this weekend in the battle between Charles Leung and Andy Chan, I can't wait.
Well, it was only a few minutes ago that we saw them going head-to-head in warm-up, something that neither of us predicted in the commentary box, but they were both, from the outset, absolutely on it. And in the end, both of them going quicker than they went in qualifying yesterday, which is not something that you would predict for a warm-up session. It gives us a little taster of what we can expect in the 8-lap race, which is about to come up. So the GT cars come down into pit lane. Of course, it's predictable that we wouldn't get the session back underway, it being a warm-up session. It's the equivalent of a free practice session, so if a red flag comes out, the clock continues to count down anyway. So we're now at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and there is a lot of work to do out on circuit with both the car, the driver and the barrier all to be attended to. So it'll be a little while, I think, before we get things back underway, and we will get things back underway with racing all the way this afternoon here at Macau. From now on, 8 laps for the SJM Formula 4 Macau Grand Prix, 8 laps for the Galaxy Entertainment Macau Gear Race, and 8 laps for these cars, the Sands China Macau GT Cup.
So there is the Mercedes of Darrell Young which is going to be one of the front runners. Darrell Young has won the Macau GT Cup in the past, so he'd like another win. And
3 times?
Oh,
I think it might be 3 times.
ooh. You ask difficult questions, Hyde.
Well, shall I just make it a statement?
He won it in 08. That's the end of my sentence.
Oh.
He won it in 08. Kaita Sawa has won it twice. Edo Mortara 3. Maro Engel 1+1, if you like, because one was when it was the FIA GT World Cup. Lawrence Vanthor won it as the FIA GT World Cup. Edo Mortara as the GT World Cup. Augusto Farfus, Raffaele Marciello, and then last year when it went back to being the Macau GT Cup, it was Ye Hong Lee. So just the one for Darrell Young, but he did make history by being the first Macau GT Cup winner.
And has gone to endless lengths to be here this weekend.
Yes, yes.
21-day quarantine, which only came to an end just before the first day of the Macau Grand Prix week, yesterday here at Macau on Friday. So after 21 days in a hotel room, I saw a little clip of an interview, and he said, "It's okay, I'm nearly there and I'm not going mad yet." So he was just looking forward to being here and competing at Macau.
There down the pit road is the repaired BMW of Anson Wong. That was the car that hit the wall very, very hard on Friday in the end of free practice. So the time is up, and then there's going to be a 30-minute delay before the start of the Formula 4 race, a legacy of the barrier damage, really. So a 30-minute delay for the single-seaters, and we'll get those cars out onto the track as soon as we can. Teams can go to work. They've got a bit more time if they need it to get these cars set for the race later on.
Built into the timetable today with the Sands China Macau GT Cup due to finish at 4:20, there is a little bit of flexibility in the timetable to allow for delays, which so often happen here at Macau just through the very nature of the circuit. And you can see that the spectators that are here in their plenties, enjoying the sunshine and enjoying the full experience of the Macau Grand Prix weekend. Umbrellas to shield from the sunshine, high into the 30s, mid-30s in the middle of the day and beyond, just coming up to 25 to 2 here in Macau. And I look back at warm-up for the GT Cup.